Have you ever wondered how to train your cat? It's a question that might seem absurd to some, as cats are often seen as independent, stubborn creatures. There's a common misconception that cats can't be trained, but this couldn't be further from the truth. Training your feline friend can enhance your bond, improve their mental health, and even reduce behavioral issues. So, if you've been bewildered about how to get your cat to play fetch or use the litter box, don't worry. Today we will unravel the secrets of cat training for you. Understanding your cat is the first step in training. When it comes to cat training, there's a lot more to it than meets the eye. You see, every cat is a unique individual, and understanding their personalities, likes, and dislikes is absolutely essential. Just like people, cats have their own quirks and idiosyncrasies, their own likes and dislikes, and their own unique ways of seeing the world. You might have a cat that loves to play fetch or another that prefers to lounge around all day, basking in the sunlight. Some cats love to be cuddled, while others prefer their own space. Some cats can't resist a good scratching post, while others would rather play with a ball of yarn. Understanding these individual differences is the key to training. It allows you to tailor your approach to suit your cat's unique personality and preferences, making the training process much more enjoyable and effective for both of you. Now let's talk about patience and consistency. These are two of the most important qualities you can have when training your cat. Cats are notorious for their independent streak and can sometimes be a little stubborn. As such, patience is key. Don't expect instant results. Instead, be prepared for a gradual process of learning and growth. Consistency, on the other hand, is all about maintaining a steady routine. Cats are creatures of habit, and they respond well to consistent patterns of behavior. So, if you're trying to teach your cat a new behavior, make sure to practice it regularly and consistently. This will help your cat understand what you expect from them and will make the training process much smoother. But remember, training isn't just about teaching your cat new tricks or behaviors. It's also about building a strong, loving bond with your feline friend. So make sure to spend some quality time with your cat, getting to know them, understanding them, and building a relationship based on mutual trust and respect. So before you start training, spend some quality time with your feline friend. A conducive environment is crucial for successful cat training. Yes, indeed. So let's dive right into how to create that ideal environment for our feline friends. First off, you'll want to find a quiet, distraction-free space. Cats are incredibly sensitive to their surroundings, and even the slightest noise or movement can divert their attention. This could be a spare bedroom, a quiet corner in your living room, or any place where your cat can focus solely on you and the training at hand. Remember, the fewer distractions, the better. Next, consider the physical comfort of your cat. Ensure the room temperature is just right, not too hot, not too cold. Cats prefer temperatures between 70 and 80 degrees Fahrenheit, so try to keep it within that range. The floor should be clean and comfortable too. If you're using a hard surface, consider laying down a soft mat or blanket where your cat can comfortably sit or lie down during the training sessions. Lighting is also an essential factor. Natural light is best, but if that's not possible, go for soft, warm, artificial light. Avoid harsh or overly bright lights as they can make your cat uncomfortable and anxious. Now let's talk about positive reinforcement. This is an incredibly effective training tool. When your cat does something right, reward them immediately. This can be a small treat, a gentle stroke, or even a simple verbal praise like "good job." This helps your cat associate the action with a positive outcome, making them more likely to repeat it in the future. Keep in mind, patience is key. Cats are independent creatures and may not respond to training as quickly as dogs. But don't worry, every small success is a step in the right direction. Lastly, consistency is vital. Try to conduct the training sessions at the same time and place every day. This helps your cat understand and anticipate what's expected of them, making the training process much smoother. Remember, a comfortable cat is a trainable cat. So, take the time to set up a conducive environment and you'll be well on your way to a successful cat training journey. Now let's delve into the basic commands. If you're thinking it's only dogs who respond well to commands, think again. Cats, with their renowned independence, can also learn to follow basic commands. It's all about communication, respect, and a dash of positive reinforcement. Let's start with the command sit. First, ensure your feline friend is calm and focused. Cats are notorious for their short attention spans, so try to find a quiet moment when they are not too distracted. Now, hold a treat above their head and slowly move it backwards. The natural response for a cat is to sit down. As soon as they do, say sit and give them the treat. This associates the action of sitting with the command and the reward. Next up is the stay command. This one can be a bit tricky, as cats are curious creatures and love to explore. Start by having your cat sit. Then, while holding a treat in your hand, take a step back and say stay. If your cat remains seated, reward them with the treat. Gradually increase the distance and duration between you and your cat, always rewarding them when they obey the command. Finally, the come command. This can be quite useful, especially when you need your cat to return indoors. Begin this training when your cat is a few feet away from you. Call their name, followed by the command, come. When your cat comes to you, reward them with a treat. Again, repetition is crucial here. The more often you practice, the faster your cat will associate the command come with the action and the reward. In all of this, remember to use positive reinforcement. Never punish your cat for not following commands. Instead, reward them when they do. This creates a positive association with the commands and encourages them to repeat the behavior. Remember, patience and consistency are key in this process. Training a cat is not an overnight task. It requires time, patience, and a lot of love. But rest assured, the rewards are worth every bit of effort. One of the most crucial aspects of cat training is litter training. Imagine having a personal bathroom that's clean, private, and tailored just for you. That's what we're aiming to provide for our feline friends when we embark on litter training. This training is essential, not just for the cleanliness of your home, but also for your cat's health and happiness. So how do we start? The first step is to choose a litter box that's the right size for your cat. It should be large enough for them to turn around comfortably, but not so big that it intimidates them. Remember, cats are creatures of comfort and won't use a box that doesn't feel right. Next, pick a location for the litter box. This should be a quiet, low-traffic area where your cat won't be disturbed. And please never place the litter box near their food or water. Cats are very particular about cleanliness, and mixing these areas can discourage them from using the box. The type of litter you choose can also make a big difference. Many cats prefer unscented, clumping litter, but it may take a bit of trial and error to find what your cat likes best. Now let's talk about cleanliness. Cats are meticulous creatures, and a dirty litter box can deter them from using it. Make it a point to scoop out the litter box daily and do a complete change of litter every week. This helps to keep the box fresh and inviting. Accidents can and will happen, but it's important not to punish your cat. Instead, clean up the mess thoroughly to remove any lingering smells and gently place your cat in the litter box. This will help them understand where they should be going. Litter training can seem daunting, but it's all about patience, understanding, and consistency. Remember, every cat is unique, and what works for one might not work for another. So don't be disheartened if progress seems slow. With consistent effort, your cat will soon master this skill. And when they do, it'll be a win-win for both of you, a happy cat and a clean home. Now, isn't that worth the effort? Training also involves discouraging unwanted behavior. Now, who hasn't come home to find their favorite chair turned into a scratching post by their feline friend? It's important to remember that these behaviors, while frustrating for us, are completely natural for cats. They scratch to mark territory, to stretch, and to shed the outer layer of their claws. Understanding this can help us address the problem more effectively. Firstly, provide an alternative. Invest in a scratching post or two. They come in various shapes and sizes, so you can find one that fits your space and your cat's preferences. Make the post an attractive option by spraying it with catnip or dangling a favorite toy from the top. Place it near the furniture your cat usually targets. Secondly, make the furniture less appealing. Use sticky tape or aluminum foil on the areas your cat likes to scratch. Cats dislike the feeling of these materials on their paws and should soon learn to avoid them. Another common unwanted behavior is inappropriate elimination, or in plain English, urinating outside the litter box. This could be due to various reasons like medical issues, stress, or dissatisfaction with the litter box. If your cat suddenly starts doing this, a trip to the vet is in order. If health issues are ruled out, consider changing the litter or the box, or perhaps the location of the box. Lastly, let's talk about countersurfing and other high-altitude adventures that cats love, but we dread. Providing vertical spaces like cat trees or shelves can offer your cat the elevation they crave, making your kitchen counter less tempting. The key to discouraging unwanted behavior is patience and consistency. It may take time for your cat to adjust to the changes, but with persistent redirection, the results will be rewarding. Remember, never punish your cat. Instead, redirect their behavior. After all, the goal is not to instill fear, but to foster a loving and respectful relationship with your furry friend. Once you've mastered the basics, you can move on to advanced training. Advanced training is where the real fun begins. It's about teaching your feline companion unique tricks and commands that go beyond the basics. It's where we take the bond between you and your cat to a whole new level. Let's start with something fun, like fetching a ball. Yes, you heard it right. Cats can fetch too. Start by getting a small ball, one that your cat can easily carry in its mouth. Toss the ball a short distance away and encourage your cat to chase it. If your cat picks it up, celebrate that moment. It's a big victory. If it brings the ball back to you, well, that's a home run. Remember, repetition is key. It may take several tries before your cat understands what you want. So keep the training sessions short and sweet. Always end on a high note to keep your cat engaged and excited for the next session. That being said, it's not just about teaching tricks. Advanced training also involves teaching your cat to respond to more complex commands. For example, you can teach your cat to come when called by name, even from another room, or to stay off the kitchen counter unless invited. These commands require more patience and consistency, but the payoff is worth it. The most important thing to remember in advanced training is to keep it fun and engaging for your cat. Cats like us learn best when they're having fun. Make sure you're using positive reinforcement, rewarding your cat for each successful attempt. This could be in the form of a tasty treat, a favorite toy, or a nice petting session. Advanced training is a journey, not a destination. It's about building a deeper understanding and communication with your cat. It's about enhancing your relationship and creating a harmonious living situation for both of you. With time and patience, your cat can learn these advanced skills. And who knows, you might just have the next feline superstar living under your roof. Training a cat requires persistence. In the world of feline training, persistence is not just a virtue, it's a necessity. Cats by nature are independent and curious creatures, so convincing them to follow your commands can be a bit like herding, well, cats. But don't let that discourage you. Repetition and consistency are your best friends here. Just like us, cats learn through repetition. The more frequently a cat is exposed to a particular behavior, the quicker it will pick up on it. Consistency, on the other hand, helps to establish patterns that your cat can recognize and respond to. So whether it's a daily training session or a specific command, keep it consistent. But it's not all about repetition and consistency. Positive reinforcement plays a crucial role too. Rewarding your cat when it behaves correctly encourages it to repeat that behavior. Rewards can be anything from a tasty treat, a favorite toy, or even a good old-fashioned scratch behind the ears. Remember, training a cat is a marathon, not a sprint. It may take time, but every small victory is a step towards your goal. It's all about building trust with your feline friend and showing them that good behavior is rewarded. With persistence, you can build a strong bond with your cat and enjoy a well-behaved pet. So keep at it and never underestimate the power of persistence. So, are you ready to start training your cat? Over the course of this video, we've covered a lot of ground. We started with the basics of cat training, reminding ourselves that patience and understanding are key. Then we moved on to setting up the right environment for effective training. We've talked about the importance of basic commands and how to introduce them, and also about the essential task of litter training. We've delved into how to deter unwanted behaviors and touched on some advanced training techniques. And finally, we reminded ourselves of the importance of persistence. Because remember, results won't come overnight. Now it's your turn to put this knowledge into action. Start small, be consistent, and over time, you'll see progress. And as you embark on this journey, remember, every cat is unique, and the journey of training will be filled with rewarding moments. Happy training!